Sehr geehrter Herr
Mr. Marx, Lord Mayor Professor Schwantner, State Bishop Jansen, Mr. Kossendai, Members of Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, all of you honorary guests, participants to the 16th German Congress on Crime Prevention, I would like to welcome all of you at Oldenburg and at our state of Lower Saxony. It is the fourth time that this largest Congress on Crime Prevention in Europe is taking place at our federal state. More than 5,000 participants. This is what we've heard. Participants who have come to Oldenburg from Germany and abroad. And again, this is a very impressive figure. Please feel at home over here and spend interesting and pleasant days over here. The city of Oldenburg is one of the many municipalities at Lower Saxony which for a long period of time had been looking at crime prevention and has already started a lot of activities. The preparation of this German Congress on Crime Prevention had a scale which is even unusual over here. The Council on Crime Prevention, the Promoting Association and the Weser Ems Hall for the main tasks. The German Congress has a lot of topics, info, stands, fora and workshops. And as a patron, the topic which is most important today is particularly dear to my heart, new media worlds and the challenges for crime prevention. Ladies and gentlemen, for the Lower Saxony government, the media education of young people is very important. The earlier young people learn how to use new media, the easier the chances at school and at work. And it is for a good reason that the handling of new media is called the fourth cultural technology after reading, writing and calculating. But where there's light and shadow, there are a lot of risks which are difficult to grasp, more difficult to grasp than in real life. And this is why Internet and the similar are facing us with particular challenges of crime prevention. It is an important signal to set by seeing Germany focusing on this topic in its 16th Congress on Crime Prevention. The correct answer to these risks and challenges can only be to improve media competence in young people. As a father of two small girls, I know by myself that youth and children have a different approach to the Internet than us adults. They are curious, without inhibition, and they're extremely clever. And thus they develop competencies quickly which adults can only dream of. However, in contrast to real life, they are more unprotected in virtual worlds. We adults and teachers are often facing the media behavior of youth with mixed feelings. Often we ask ourselves, is that still okay, or should I not prohibit such a behavior? Many dangers and risks related to new media are unfortunately not at all new if you have a closer look. Violence, pornography, addiction, political and religious extremism. What is then the difference? Through the Internet, problematic contents are more easily accessible, more difficult to control, and they are spread on a mass scale. Cyberbullying is also a sad phenomenon which through the Internet has increased and it is ampler. The inhibitions to harm others are decreased on the Internet, and this is particularly terrible for victims because whatever has been spread on the Internet can never be withdrawn again, and perpetrators usually are not punished. As these phenomena exist, the risk awareness is also increasing among youth, and thank God. 2/3 of youth users of social media try to protect their data. 12-year-old kids are considering far more than a few years ago whether a slightly inhibiting picture on Facebook might impede their future professional career. However, we see more and more problems with the protection of personal data. The fact that operators of those social media are trying to protect their young users even more, this is something I would really wish for. Ladies and gentlemen, as for the new media, we have two sides of the same coin. New media offer youth and kids a lot of possibility to participate in society, and that's a good thing. On the other hand, however, they bear risks. And here is the point where we need to approach our activities in order to protect young people when they travel through the internet. How this can be done will be discussed at Oldenburg. The results and new ideas that you develop are not only eagerly awaited by myself. The legal requirements are certainly a good and necessary basis for youth media protection. However, what can the best filtering software do once it is not installed by parents? Competent decisions require competent citizens, and youth media therefore has a clear task of crime prevention. Youth, kids, and people who are responsible for educating kids and youth should be supported in their responsibility. Ladies and gentlemen, the best protection against risks of the internet is the promotion of media competence. Youth and kids have to learn to reasonably and sensibly make use of the multitude of offers. This also means that one has to treat people with respect on the web 2.0, and to be aware of the fact that on the internet, as elsewhere in the world, there is data abuse and crime, and that one has to try to protect against this as far as possible. The question as to who is to educate in these matters is answered as follows in Lower Saxony. Media competence has to be educated locally and has to become an evident part of everyday life of youth and kids. It is a task for all of us. All of us primarily means the families, but also the kindergarten, schools, the youth support services, police, associations, politics, the economy, and the society. Many of those actors have already created networks, as, for example, in the municipal councils on crime prevention, who are supported in Lower Saxony. Media competence, to provide media competence to kids and youth is a real challenge in a large surface state as Lower Saxony. We are opting for a network of well-educated multiplier. Two measures which particularly help to improve media competence in Lower Saxony are to be mentioned here at the end. First of all, the parents' media trainers. Those have been trained on behalf of the state government to cooperate with parents and to tell them about the impact of the new media. Once we can achieve this, parents feel more certain and have a more positive approach towards the media behavior their kids show. The second example of media work, this time for teachers, are the 6 multimedia vans of the Lower Saxony Media Institute. These vans can be used at different schools. They are perfectly equipped with new media and are accompanied by teachers, and the Institute for Media of the state of Lower Saxony is paying for this. For the average users, it will always be a challenge to keep up with the development in new media. We have to take our citizens along. The state government, but not only the state government, are developing concepts for this, and currently it is developing a comprehensive concept on the strengthening of media competence. On the 6th of October 2011, on the second State Day for Media Competence, this new concept will be presented at Hanover. And the findings of this 16th German Congress on Crime Prevention will also be integrated in this concept. I wish all of you a very successful 16th German Congress on Crime Prevention, and I hope that you will find a lot of answers to the new challenges in the media world. Welcome again at Lower Saxony, at Oldenburg. Enjoy the time, come back soon, and thank you very much.